Mama Coco's is the place where I got back into music.
Mama Coco's Funky Kitchen is the family that I kind of wish I had. It's a recording studio, it's a community.
Mama Coco's has made it so that I can, I don't know, get closer to that sort of music where you feel like you have like another family.
3 years ago, to help give voice to many outstanding new bands in New York City, I started a recording studio in Brooklyn called Mama Coco's Funky Kitchen. The goal was to create a safe haven for musicians, where they can be free to create and feel supported in their endeavors. I wanted to create a kind of magical bubble, where music is king, feeling is paramount, and good vibes and kindness are a given. 2, 3, 4. 3 o'clock in the morning. As my skills evolved and the studio gradually improved, a collective of musicians began to form around Mama Coco's. By the end of 2013, there were 75 bands in the collective.
In the 30 years or so that I've been writing about and chasing popular music in this area, I've really only experienced 3 or 4 things that I would actually call, quote unquote, a scene. One, the early days of Maxwell's in Hoboken. 2, the early days of ABC Rio in the early 90s. A little bit of New Brunswick in the late 90s. And then when I came upon Mama Coco's.
On one hand, you've got the end result, you have exhilarating music, and it's coming from many, many quarters, and it's incredibly diverse, the stuff that's coming out of the community. On the other hand, you have dozens and dozens of people, maybe now hundreds of people, who are involved in something, who are doing something together.
Someone's always sighing, someone's always crying.
I think that it's really rare that musicians create an environment where collaboration is genuinely possible. It seems like a dream that a lot of people hold, but there's rarely a community that activates, that actually starts to achieve it.
If it weren't for Mama Coco's, I wouldn't have met any of these great people who are also great musicians. And like, this is awesome.
The recordings and the projects are at a very high level. And I believe that's simply because they get lavished with love and respect that you just don't get.
For me, it's just really about like music through every facet possible. And I feel as if Oliver is the kind of guy to just like search to the ends of the earth to find new toys for us to play with.
He's incapable constitutionally of not giving a fuck, so what happens is you wind up with every project is nurtured from a very personal place. Every single thing speaks.
To do something that you think is cool is tough, but the thing about Mama Coco's is that it's open access, and what you're essentially giving money to is the creation of a top-grade studio that can be affordable to people, not just to musicians who are already established and have a label that's going to pay for their album, but just to people who want to record music, which is one of the funnest things in the world.
One thing that brings people together more than anything that I've seen recently, and that's Mama Coco's.
We're doing this fundraiser because we need to build a new studio. We had something like 6 floods in our last studio. We weren't totally prepared to have to make this move right now, so at this moment, you know, we're reaching out to you, whoever you are out there, trying to help raise the necessary capital to build a beautiful new studio.